Всем привет! В здании отец Эд. Сегодня мы посмотрим новый эпизод седьмого сезона Истории Содора, который называется Горе. Ну как новый, он еще на той неделе вышел. Ну что ж, глянем.
As you might expect, we were all devastated by Reginald's death.
Ага, вот. А с кем он вообще столкнулся, нам не покажут?
That he died so suddenly and unexpectedly really hit us hard.
Блин, сколько же возмущений было по поводу того, что типа нам не показали вообще, как произошла смерть. Критики, дорогие, я вам вот что скажу, идите в жопу. Хотя кому я это говорю, это же западные критики говорили. В любом случае, идите в баню, без негатива.
To make matters worse, he wasn't the only fatality. Nearly 30 people died in that crash.
Жестко.
So naturally, there was a huge demand to know what caused it. Initially, it was believed a points failure was responsible, but they had difficulty confirming this. As a result, the investigation dragged on longer than expected. In that time, fingers started being pointed, and I'm sorry to say some of them fell on our late express engine.
О, Реджинальда еще хотят оклеветать. Упыри, блин.
What sort of rubbish is that? My driver read the article. The tosspot that wrote it kept asking questions like, how come Reginald didn't see the other train coming? Why didn't he realize he was on the wrong line? And other such nonsense. This is fantastic. My husband dies and everyone turns him into a scapegoat. It's not fair. No.
Ну это да, какой-то пипец. Я прекрасно понимаю, что чувствует Саманта.
Especially when it should have been me.
Хоть я, конечно, не одобряю вот эту всю херню любовную между паровозами, но все же. Ладно, историям Содора я это еще как-то могу простить. По крайней мере, как я говорил в своей хронологии, здесь они не размножаются. Содор Шортс не каноничный, если что, к историям Содора.
How's that? I pushed Reggie into taking the monorail. If I had just... Patrick, don't.
Да ладно, не вини себя, чувак.
It wasn't your fault. I don't blame you for Reggie's death.
О, правильно.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought maybe... Well, you thought wrong. Thanks, Sam.
Небось подумал, блин, сейчас отомстит мне по-любому.
You're a good woman. Reggie was a lucky man. Anyway, I best be off. If you need anything, let me know. Will do. See you later. He's right. I wasn't
Что?
lucky man. Not right now, you aren't. What the papers are saying about you is nothing more than a stunt to sell more copies. I know I didn't cause this accident, and so do you. That should
Что? Что? Подождите. Он что ж выжил?
be enough. I know it should, but it still hurts seeing your name dragged through the mud. Let them drag all they like. It'll be
У меня в голове ни хера не укладывается, как это понимать.
all the more satisfying after I'm cleared. Then they'll get to choke on their sensationalism. That does
Это призрак? Хотя нет, не похоже, он непрозрачный.
sound like fun. You always knew how to cheer me up. Oi, Sam. Ah, James. How long have you been there? I just thought...
Вот, тут нет никого. А, это что, у Саманты галлюцинации какие-то, что ли?
Arrived. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Where do you want this lot? Just leave it there. I'll get to it in a moment. All right. Who are you talking to?
Господи, я уже до какое-то время реально поверил, что он выжил. О, господи.
No one.
Да.
You should have come to me with this sooner. I know, but I didn't think it was a problem. Sam, you're having hallucinations about your dead husband. That is an enormous problem. Even though it isn't affecting my work, that doesn't matter. These kinds of delusions are very unhealthy. When did they first start? After you told me the investigation had slowed down. Speaking of which, I'm sorry, Sam, I don't have anything new to report. They're working as fast as they can, but they have a lot of data to process. If I had to guess, it sounds like these visions come from a desire for closure. You want to know how and why your husband died. You think if I get that, he'll go away? It's possible. Then maybe I'm not so eager for closure. Talking to him makes me feel better. This vision is so lifelike, which is what makes it so dangerous. And the more you engage with it, the harder it will be to get rid of it. What am I supposed to do if he shows up? Try not speaking to it. If it persists, tell it outright you know it isn't real. And try avoiding things that trigger strong memories of Reginald. That's going to be difficult since everything around here reminds me of him. Then perhaps a change of scenery might help. Sheffield is due for an overhaul. Maybe you could cover for him on the Warrington branch until he gets back. You think I could? I mean, I've never worked on a branch line before. I know. I also know it's been tradition to send engines like you to the Farquhar branch, but they're very busy at the moment. I'm sure you'll get the necessary training on the Little Western. So what do you say? Sounds like a great idea. Excellent. I'll run it by Mr. Watson. Are you going to tell him about Reginald? Only if you want me to. Otherwise, I'll recommend it as bereavement leave. I'd rather you do that. I really don't want anyone else to know I'm having hallucinations. There's no shame in it, Sam. You're likely to receive a lot of support if you come out and admit it. That's all I've been getting since Reggie died. People offering their condolences and their help. I know it comes from a good place and I hate to sound ungrateful, but it can be overwhelming sometimes. I understand. I'll tell Mr. Watson you need some time away from here. I'm sure he'd be happy to make the arrangements. And don't forget what I told you to do if Reginald shows up. Don't worry. If there's one thing every wife knows, it's how to tell off her husband.
Вот это было хорошо.
Hello, Sam. So nice to see you. Welcome to the Warrington branch. Thanks, Kate. This is great. I had no idea how badly I need to get out of that yard. If you do good enough, maybe we'll keep you on. I guess that'll depend on how good you lot are at teaching me. Control said I was to start working with you? That's right. We'll be double-heading this train to Warrington. And before we set off, I want to tell you how sorry I am. Thank you. It's been rough, no mistake. I didn't just mean about Reginald. I'm sorry about the fight we had all those years ago. What fight? When Joshua came here, I accused you of being interested in Thomas. Oh, that? I'd forgotten all about it. Well, I hadn't.
Ностальгия пошла.
And I never apologized for it. And you don't need to, Kate. That's ancient history. Let's make a fresh start. Sounds good to me. So let's couple up and get going. You can lead. Me? If you're going to be working this branch, you need to learn the line. Yes, that's very true. Let's go.
Опа-на. Что это было? Что это было нахрен? О, опять этот таинственный задний паровоз. Блин, когда же нам уже раскроют, кто это? Ну и, конечно, никого нету.
What happened? I lost steam pressure. I'm not used to moving trains over a long distance. I'm sorry for cocking up our run, Kate. It wasn't your fault, Sam. I should have told you the first lesson of branch line work. Make sure to pace yourself. If there's an upside to what happened, it's that we got to experience the banker. I don't suppose you saw what it was? No, and our guard couldn't tell us anything, so we're hoping you can, Doug. Sorry, Samantha, but my experience lines up with everyone else's. I know I saw an engine, but I can't tell you a thing about it. And it wasn't just me. My crew and everyone on the platform said the same thing. It was like we didn't care to notice it, which is absolutely horrible if the banker is known faceless. So this thing appears out of nowhere to help stranded trains, but it won't let anyone remember it? Why? Search me, but at least it's friendly. Even so, let's hope we won't need its help again. I'll make sure to pace myself going forward. Maybe we could try a different train, something lighter perhaps to ease you into things. I have just the thing. I'll be running a rail tour tomorrow. You want to double-head it with me? That'd be great. Tops, we'll head out for Warrington first thing. You can pick up the coaches if you want. Well, shunting is my specialty. Where will I find them? Thanks for showing me, William. Don't mention it. And you can call me Will. Then you can call me... What's wrong? Sorry, it's just... Has anyone ever told you that your face is very similar to Reginald's? No?
Ништяк.
Ever? Never ever.
Не, ну да, по факту у Реджинальда и Уильяма одно лицо. А, и, кстати, Адам имеет точно такое же лицо.
I hope that won't be a problem. No, of course not. I'm sorry, I'm being very rude. I don't think so. I can't deny Reginald was a rather striking chap. I take it as a compliment that you think we look alike.
О, господи.
Just as intended. You're a terrible liar, Samantha. Yes, I am. And you can call me Sam. All right, then. Enjoy your run, Sam. Hope it goes well. So do I. Take care. I don't see the resemblance either. Then again, I was never very good at spotting the obvious. You certainly weren't. Remember that time?
О, опять галлюцинация.
No, no, no. No what? You're not real. You are not real. Of course I'm not. What? I say, Sam. Wendell, how long have you been there? I just rolled up. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Are the coaches ready? Yes, they are. Then let's get rolling. Who are you talking to? No one.
Само собой.
Now that's strange. I've never heard of hallucinations confirming they aren't real, which makes me wonder what if it is Reggie, his ghost anyway. Given our previous experience with the supernatural, it's not impossible, is it? No, I suppose not. But assuming it is his ghost, why are you the only one who can see him? I don't know. If he pops up again, should I ask, or should I just ignore him? Maybe you could ask a few questions, but make sure you don't get carried away. Then again, maybe he won't show up. Why wouldn't he? Remember how I said this could be caused by a desire for closure? Well, I can offer that now. I got word this morning that they've concluded the investigation. They can confirm the accident was caused by a points failure. How did it fail? Was it dodgy maintenance?
Ну, это хорошо. Ну, в смысле, хорошо, что Реджинальда больше не выставляют виноватым.
It was in working order. It was just simply bad luck. When Reginald was switched onto the wrong line, he collided with the other engine about 10 seconds later. So he had no chance of stopping in time and no chance of surviving. He and the other engine were going rather fast. They'll be holding a press conference later today to announce these findings and to confirm Reginald wasn't responsible. Good. Good to know. You don't sound all that happy. I'm glad Reggie's reputation will be restored, but at the same time, knowing how he died doesn't really help. It won't bring him back. Not that I thought it would. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm acting completely balmy. I'd be worried if you weren't acting balmy. And for what it's worth, I know how you feel. I went through my own cycle of grief after Thomas died. You did? Of course. The romance was long gone, but I still thought of him as a dear friend. I was gutted when he was killed. Angry too. Even when I had answers, it
О, она Томаса вспоминает. Но, опять же, не стоит забывать об этих теориях, что Томас еще может вернуться.
didn't help much.
Ну, у него явно больше шансов на возвращение, чем у того же Реджинальда.
What
Как-никак, Томас — это официальный персонаж, а не фанатский.
did? Time. I won't say it gets easier, but you learn to live with it. After all, what else can we do? She's right, you know. If we buckled every time we suffered a loss, we couldn't function. Blimey, I haven't seen that look since the time I nearly forgot our anniversary. What did you mean?
Господи, вроде бы серия называется «Горе», а я ржу как хер пойми кто.
When you said you're not real. Ah, you're asking questions. All right, I'll answer them. I mean, I'm a ghost, Sam. I'm not physically here. Why am I the only one who can see you? Because not all ghosts are created equal. Like the banker. Even I have no idea who or what it is. Can you prove you really are Reginald's ghost? No, I can't, and I'm not going to try. I'll be moving on after this conversation. Moving on? Yes, it's the best thing for both of us. It's clear my lingering is only hurting you, and I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to say goodbye. Well, I don't know if you're the real thing or not, but I am glad you were here. You've been so kind and so helpful since the day I arrived on Sodor. I can't thank you enough.
Да, это правда.
You don't have to. Please tell the others I'm sorry I couldn't speak to them. Tell them it was an honor and a privilege working with them. I will, Reggie. I will. I love you. I love you too, Sam. Goodbye. Hello, Sam. Ah, Will. How are you? Fine, thank you. So you're out here on your own? Yes, I want to have a go at pulling a train on my own. No sense in being handheld the whole time I'm here. I suppose not. How's it working out? No accidents, no breakdowns, no bankers. All in all, pretty good. That's great. So, who are you talking to? Reginald, come again? Samantha opened up about her chats with Reginald, and many of us were inclined to believe it really was his ghost, even though we'll never know for sure. It brought us a great deal of comfort knowing he had moved on and that he was able to say goodbye to his wife. Speaking of whom, she spent the next several weeks happily working on the Waterton branch before returning to Knapford. In that time, the papers completely changed their tune about our late express engine by writing countless articles and profiles about him. One of these pieces called him a prime example of British ingenuity, craftsmanship, and excellence. I think that perfectly sums up the former Midi, don't you?
Ну, что ж, это было неплохо. Ну а на этом все. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки и всем пока-пока.